Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sundarlal Popo Horror Theatre at the Southern Academy for the Performing Arts. We are making every effort to ensure your comfort and safety. Please take this time to listen to the following announcements. In the event of an emergency, an announcement will be made. You will proceed immediately but calmly to the exit closest to you. Patrons seated at the lower section of the auditorium will proceed to the center exits out of the building to muster at the furthest end of the eastern car park. Patrons seated at the upper section of the auditorium will proceed through the rear exits, down the main staircases, and through the front exits at the lobby to muster at the furthest end of the eastern car park. Eating, drinking, chewing of gum or candy is not allowed in the auditorium. Smoking is not allowed in the building. Photography or other unauthorized audio and video recordings are strictly prohibited. At this time, please turn off all cell phones and other electronic devices. Thank you and do enjoy the following performance.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Prime Minister's Best Village Trophy competition, the Best of Best Village Folk Arts Festival, and the launch of National Patriotism Month. After that rousing welcome with the drum call from the Malik folk performers, and you would have enjoyed the performances on various membranes, the tassa drum and the steel pan outside, we now segue to inside, and I invite you now to stand for the playing of the national anthem of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you. You may take your seats. The national anthem is in fact one of the emblems of our nationhood, and we are proud to sing it and play it every time. This evening, we're graced by the presence of Dr. the Honourable Nian Gatsby-Dolly, Minister of Community Development, Culture and the Arts, members of the Diplomatic Corps, His Worship Alderman Junior Regrello, Mayor of San Fernando, Ms. Angela Edwards, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Community Development, Culture and the Arts, Ms. Suzanne Corbett, Director of Community Development, all other heads of department of the Ministry of Community Development, Culture and the Arts, our valued partners and stakeholders for National Patriotism Month, staff of the Ministry of Community Development, Culture and the Arts, movers and shakers of the best village community, other distinguished guests, friends all, welcome once again to the Best of Best Village Folk Arts Festival and the launch of National Patriotism Month. Continuing to invoke the spirits, we have now an East Indian devotional song performed by Are We People Theatrical Horizon, the song written by Ravi Jagrup entitled A Tribute to the Divine Mother. This would have been one of the excellent performances put on as the Best Village finals progressed in recent weeks. The Best Village Trophy competition having begun since April, and companies and performers from across Trinidad and Tobago would have taken the stage to show their work in the various genres.
जय देवी माँ, जय देवी माँ, जय देवी माँ, जय देवी माँ, जय हो माता दी, जय हो माँ जगदम्बा, जय हो माँ जगदम्बा, जय माता भवानी जय शक्ति माँ, जय माता भवानी जय शक्ति माँ, जय हो माँ जगदम्बा, जय हो माँ जगदम्बा। तू ही दुर्गा तू काली, तू ही माता शेरवाली, तू ही दुर्गा तू काली, तू ही माता शेरवाली। जय हो माता दी, जय हो माता दी, जय हो माता दी अम्बा, जय हो माँ जगदम्बा, जय माता भवानी जय शक्ति माँ, जय माता भवानी जय शक्ति माँ, जय हो माँ जगदम्बा, जय हो माँ जगदम्बा। नारियल का फूल और रब से चढ़ावो, दीप को धूप में आरती उतारो। नारियल का फूल और रब से चढ़ावो, दीप को धूप में आरती उतारो। कृपा करो माँ रक्षा करो, मेरी सुन मेरी भजने भक्ति भरो। कृपा करो माँ रक्षा करो, मेरी सुन मेरी भजने भक्ति भरो। तू ही दुर्गा तू काली, तू ही माता शेरवाली, तू ही दुर्गा तू काली, तू ही माता शेरवाली। जय हो माँ जगत, जय हो माता दी, जय हो माता दी अम्बा, जय हो माँ जगदम्बा, जय माता भवानी जय शक्ति माँ, जय माता भवानी जय शक्ति माँ, जय हो माँ जगदम्बा, जय हो माता दी अम्बा। नीम और माला चढ़ावो है माँ, मंत्र भजन सुनावो है माँ। नीम और माला चढ़ावो है माँ, मंत्र भजन सुनावो है माँ। धन 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 है प्यारी मैया, कोटि कोटि प्रणाम देवी अंबिका। धन 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 है प्यारी मैया, कोटि कोटि प्रणाम देवी अंबिका। तू ही दुर्गा तू काली, तू ही माता शेरवाली, तू ही दुर्गा तू काली, तू ही माता शेरवाली। जय हो माता दी, जय हो माता दी, जय हो माता दी अम्बा, जय माता भवानी जय शक्ति माँ, जय माता भवानी जय शक्ति माँ, जय हो माता जगदम्बा, जय हो माँ जगदम्बा। जय देवी माँ, जय हो माता दी, जय हो माता दी अम्बा, जय हो माता दी अम्बा, जय माता भवानी जय शक्ति माँ, जय माता भवानी जय शक्ति माँ, जय हो माँ जगदम्बा, जय हो माँ जगदम्बा, जय देवी माँ, जय देवी माँ, जय देवी माँ, जय देवी माँ. Thank you.
Are We People Theatrical Horizon, with an East Indian devotional song written by Ravi Jha Group entitled A Tribute to the Divine Mother. Making sure that the spirits are right aligned for this evening's presentation, taking the stage next, the Malik Folk Performing Company, one of the most exemplary performers in the Best Village Trophy competition. This is a spiritual dance.
Never get weary yet, I never get weary yet. 40 long years I'm walking in the field and I never get weary yet. I never get weary yet, I never get weary yet. 40 long years I'm walking in the field and I never get weary yet. I never get weary yet, I never get weary yet. 40 long years I'm walking in the field and I never get weary yet. I never get weary yet, I never get weary yet. 40 long years I'm working in the field and I never get weary yet. Moya moya mone, mone mone la bueche mone. 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 Mone mone la bueche, mifuna manje manje, mifuna nije nilime, mifuna manje manje, mifuna nije nilime, mifuna manje manje, mifuna nije nilime, mifuna manje manje nilime manje nifuna, mifuna manje manje nilime manje nifuna, mifuna manje manje nilime manje nifuna, manje manje nifuna. Nije nilime, nifuna. Manje manje, nifuna. Nije nilime, nifuna. Manje manje, nifuna. Nije nilime, nifuna. Manje manje, nifuna. Nije nilime, nifuna. Muya muya mone, mone mone la bueche mone. Muya muya mone, mone mone la bueche mone. Muya muya mone, mone mone la bueche mone. Muya muya mone. Muya muya mone, mone mone la bueche mone. Muya muya mone, mone mone la bueche manche money, buya buya money, money money abweche money, buya buya money, money money abweche money. Mifuna manje manje, mifuna minje nilime, 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 mifuna manje manje nilime manje nifuna, nifuna manje manje nilime manje nifuna, nifuna manje manje nilime manje nifuna, nifuna manje manje. Orokwe damuno orokwe, nije mangwana e. 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 Orokwe nije, 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 orokwe nije. Orokwe damuno orokwe, nije mangwana e. 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 Orokwe damune orokwe.
Youth performers of the Malik Folk Performing Company and their spiritual dance, showing evidence of the benefits of their formation through their company, as well as using the platform of the Prime Minister's Best Village Trophy competition to develop the talent and knowledge of the genre of the different cultural streams. Thank you, Malik Folk Performing Company. So this evening, I am your host, Celia Regis, and I shall also be your host for the next 9 days or so, 9 evenings, as we celebrate the Best of Best Village Folk Arts Festival. The National Patriotic Month runs from August 17th, today, to September 24th, which is when we celebrate our state of republicanism. The theme, Color Me Trinbago, and it's all about the we. This evening, 10 groups will be staging a variety of song and dance performances reflecting cultural influences evident in our people's expressions. Winners all they are in some of the main categories in the Best Village finals. And we're talking about patriotism. What is it really? Well, a feeling of attachment and commitment to our country and nation, spiritual attachment, commitment to universal liberal principles as enshrined in the Constitution. It's also a robust respect for the value of each person having equal moral worth of all human beings. And so, taking the stage now, the Soul Oasis. No, before that, we invite to the lectern Mrs. Rodell Phillips-Simmons, the Manager of Corporate Communications and the Chairperson of the National Patriotic Month Committee, to welcome us formally on behalf of the Ministry. Mrs. Rodell Phillips-Simmons.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Dr. the Honorable Nyan Gatsby-Dolly, Minister of Community Development, Culture and the Arts, members of the Diplomatic Corps, His Worship Alderman Junior Regralo, Mayor of San Fernando, Ms. Angela Edwards, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Community Development, Culture and the Arts, Ms. Susan Corbett, Director of Community Development, and all other heads of department, our valued partners and stakeholders for National Patriotism Month, the staff of the ministry, of course, the Best Village community, other distinguished guests, members of the media, good evening. As Celia introduced me, my name is Rodal Phillips Simmons, and I am indeed honored to be welcoming you to not only the launch of National Patriotism Month for 2018, themed Color Me Trinbago, but also to what is indeed the best of Best Village at this folk arts festival over the next 10 days. These two events fit perfectly together, so it was only natural that we marry them, and like any good marriage, getting to this point took a lot of work, tears, long hours, a little vex face here and there, but as a team committed to the end result, we made it. I therefore want to congratulate all the teams, all the groups, all the communities who have made today possible and the next 10 days and the entire month of celebrations a success. But what does patriotism mean, and why is it important to a nation's well-being? Here in Trinidad and Tobago, we take our allegiance to our national colors quite seriously. It has almost become an unwritten rule to attend competitive events in red, white, and black. There's an expectation that one has no voice after a cricket or football match, living up to the reputation of having the most vivacious personalities in the world. And better yet, we celebrate the success of our ambassadors by mounting huge national flags on our cars. But we accept defeat in a textbook manner, stoopsing for the next couple of days, with any and everything that gets us upset, and spending weeks giving our own analysis of what went wrong. But why do we intensely invest our emotions into this belief that our people, our culture, and our thumbprint are the best of this world? Why do we believe in patriotism? Patriotism is about having unfailing love and commitment to something that is bigger than our own individual experiences. It is about the strength of our collective love for Trinidad and Tobago despite our challenges, upholding those values and dreams that have kept this great country alive and inspired for generations. The stronger our collective love is, the easier it can be for individuals to find positivity and solutions to life's challenges, because we are comforted by a support system that is ever present. This speaks to our patriotism. So tonight, the Ministry of Community Development, Culture and the Arts ushers in National Patriotism Month with our cultural heritage taking center stage. Athletes express their national pride by sprinting, cycling. Poets pen their innermost thoughts and memories of life of this Twin Island nation. But tonight, and over the next 9 nights, the finest of our Prime Minister's Best Village Trophy competition will use this stage and share their passion, their acting, their dancing, singing, drumming skills as forms of their patriotic expressions. We will feel our history, our pains, and pride, and our love for TNT through these performances. Ladies and gentlemen, let us use this month of heightened awareness to project our love for Trinidad and Tobago even more. Our ministry, with our partner entities, SwimCall, the National Library of Trinidad and Tobago, National Trust, the 2 Cents Movement, the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival, the Arima Borough Corporation, San Fernando and Port of Spain City Corporation, and the entire government, in particular, Ministry of Public Administration and Communication, we have developed an entire calendar of activities to rekindle our spirit of volunteerism and love of history and culture. There are several activities for young people because this year we are focusing on young people and the environment, and we encourage parents, teachers, groups here to get your children, your young people involved. Do not miss out on this opportunity to reconnect with your heritage that reminds us that the beauty and wonder that is Trinidad and Tobago. This calendar has been distributed tonight and is also available on the ministry's website, cdca.gov.tt, our social media platforms. It will be in the press on Sunday, and of course we ask you to share it with your friends and your colleagues. I now invite you to take in the exceptional performances which have already begun from the Best of Best Village. This is indeed a privilege, and whilst you do so, contemplate on the journey of our ancestors, the creative sector, educators, and our parents, and the journey they have made to forge this great nation of Trinidad and Tobago. Let us continue to expand our collective love for our country. I thank you for your attention, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Rodell Phillips Simmons. So, over the next 90 minutes or so, we'll savor some of those highlights that Mrs. Phillips Simmons spoke about, the Best of Best Village Folk Arts Festival. And taking the stage now, the Soul Oasis Cultural Ambassadors with a national patriotic song.
Alright then. So we just dictate the pace when the woman wind the waist, partying throughout the night. The red, black, and white, we no business. In a no foreign thing, we no interest. Meditate every fed pan we hitless. Them say all that they say is criminology. I say that they better burn that mentality. TNT is that the biggest thing over the end of the brother and the percent of our love mentality. What, Molly? It's too fast, or? Yes. Well, alright then. We just dictate all the pace, but now. Take it slow. And we just drink out all this strong liquor. One more time. Say we just drink out all this strong liquor. And we just represent for we soca. And everybody say S-O-C-A. S-O-C-A, soca. Alright. Them say I'm mad and a bad. I say I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. Check, check. Hey. Fire. I said Trinidad, me born, Trinidad me come from. Trinidad you born, Trinidad you come from. I said Trinidad, me born, Trinidad me come from. Trinidad you born, Trinidad you come from. Hey. Trinidad we born, Trinidad we come from. Say Trinidad we born, Trinidad we come from. Fire. Them say I'm mad and I'm bad. I say I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. Tobago. Hear every queen and race.
The Soul Oasis cultural ambassadors and their take on a national patriotic song. Coming up next here is a dance, a national patriotic dance. The music by Nigel Salikram, Show Your Love. The group Swastika. Please welcome Swastika with their national patriotic dance. And just so you know, we are live on CultureComm TV. It's being streamed online. And CTV is also recording for rebroadcast on TTT later on. So you'll have an opportunity to see the show in its fullness later on. So Swastika.
Every day I hear people talking. The country seems to be divided between so many races. But I hope and I pray this is happening. Shall we put our hands in each other's throat because of promises? Don't let politicians separate us in our land. It's right here we born, all Trinbagonians are one. Show your love, I say. Show your love in every way. Show your love, I say. Don't wait for another day. Everybody must live in harmony. One people, one love, one family. Let them know this is we country, and you're proud to be a tree. Every day, our lives keep on changing. Man becomes man's worst enemy to achieve fame and glory. But amidst all the things that is happening, Trinbago is always a paradise where love keeps on growing. Don't let tradition make us change our direction. Let us all sing the song. Trinbago is moving on. Show your love, I say. Show your love in every way. Show your love, I say. Don't wait for another day. Everybody must live in harmony. One people, one love, one family. Let them know this is the country, and you're proud to be a Trini. Side by side, shoulder to shoulder, helping one another. Forget race, forget creed, forget color. The blood that is flowing through our veins shows you are my brother. Don't let racialism lead us all into destruction. Love must be in the hearts of every Trinbagonian. Show your love, I say. Show your love in every way. Show your love, I say. Don't wait for another day. Everybody must live in harmony. One people, one love, one family. Let them know this is the country, and you're proud to be a tree.
Show Your Love. Music by Nigel Salikram. National Patriotic Dance performed by Swastika. Showing us that Despite subscribing perhaps to different cultural and ethnic forms of life, we can coexist and identify with what is we own, our country, and doing that on equal terms. The Malik Folk Performing Company takes the stage once again, and this time a folk song solo. And it's a piece that you may be familiar with, but perhaps not as Malik does it, Banana Boat.
Till light come and me wa go home. Till light come and me wa go home. Work all night and I drink a rum. Till light come and me wa go home. Stack banana till the morning come. Till light come and me wa go home. Come Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Till light come and me wa go home. Come Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Till light come and me wa go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Till light come and me wa go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Till light come and me wa go home. Day, me say day, oh. Till light come and me wa go home. Day, me say 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 day. Till light come and me wa go home. Till light come and me wa. Beautiful bunch of ripe banana. Hide the deadly black tarantula. Till light come and me wa go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Till light come and me wa go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Till light come and me wa go home. Come Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Till light come and me wa go home. Come Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Till light come and me wa go home. Day, me say day, oh. Till light come and me wa go home. Day, me say 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 day. Till I come and me wa go home. 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 Till I come and me wa go home.
And that was dancer choreographer Gregor Breedy, I do believe, in the role of singer. Banana Boat, Malik Folk Performing Company. Well, it was the mighty Duke who described calypso as an editorial in song. Coming up now, from and representing the Arawak's Dance Company from San Fernando, an original calypso entitled Badiskang. Please welcome the performer. Please welcome the performer.
pleasant good evening, supper. It's only fight among school children and that's a right. It's only kick and cuff, and if that's not enough, it's ice pick and bait, even the teachers afraid. It real I wanted to understand. All in these schools they forming gangs, but to join no gang they can't ask me. Education is my key. The only's licks this and sharing is me steel pan when I beating. So I going on for my gang in all these schools across the land, and we go be we beating melodies and harmonies, a musical symphony. We beating, sing it, we beating. I say we using we hands to elevate, stop bullying and push out the hate. We beating, sing it. We beaten. From Pina Secondary, come QRC and join we. I say come and join we. All schools across the country, primary and secondary, come and join we. I say come and join we. Come let we play pan. Feel free to join my gang, and we go be the baddest boys and girls in this land. Kaiso, Kaiso. It's only fight. All on Facebook and that's a right. Students cheering on and they don't find nothing wrong. It's commentary like it's a live TV. Every day is another brawler, while discipline continues to fall. So from now I start recruiting me pan sticks and me pana sharing. Cause when I put this gang together, it's we who helping each other. Send them to join my gang. I say music is the weapon. No child left behind, we going and beat down crime. We beating melodies and harmonies, a musical symphony. We beating, sing it, oh Lord. I say we using we hands to elevate, to shape we lives and to elevate. We beating, sing it, oh. From Pina Secondary, come QRC and join we. I say come and join we. All schools across the country, primary and secondary, come and join we. I say come and join we. Send them to join my gang. I say music is the weapon. No child left behind, we going and beat down crime. It's only fight. Something wrong and that's a right. Every day that pass, students breaking class. Too much of free time, the devil on their mind. The devil find works for idle hands, but no idle hands in this gang. It's only pan we playing, whole night and day we playing. You see, it's whole night and day we jamming, and everybody playing. They send them to join my gang. I say music is the weapon. No child left behind, we going and beat down crime. We beating melodies and harmonies, a musical symphony. We beating, sing it, oh Lord. I say we using we hands to elevate, stop bullying and push out the hate. We beating, sing it, we beating. From Pina Secondary, come QRC and join me. I say come and join we. All schools across the country, primary and secondary, come and join we. I say come and join we. Send them to join my gang. I say music is the weapon. No child left behind, we going and beat down crime. Hear this one. It's only fight. Something wrong and that's it right. I say they're using the fist to share relics. It gets so bad, weapons in their bag. Parents, I want you to understand. It's time for parental supervision. Check them well before they leave home. Make sure it's not the bag alone. Your rules you shouldn't bend. Time for this nonsense to end. Send them to join my gang. No weapons inside this band. You're sure to see change as the attitude rearrange. We beating melodies and harmonies. Our musical symphony we beating. Sing it, oh Lord. I say we using we hands to elevate. Stop bullying and push out the hate. We beating. Sing it, we beating. From Pina Secondary, come QRC and join we. I say come and join we. All schools are country, primary and secondary, come and join we. I say come and join we. Send them to join my gang. I say music is the weapon. No child left behind, we going and beat down crime. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Excellent performance from this representative from the Arawak's dance company, Baddest Gang. Music is the weapon, displaying active citizenship, one of the values and the qualities of patriotism, national patriotism. So he was talking about music, and we heard a little bit of pan there, and now we're going to get some real pan, a pan solo. The performance from the Roadblock School for the Arts. Welcome the panist. Hands Like Lightning from the Roadblock School for the Arts, Pan Solo, one of the excellent performances in the Prime Minister's Best Village Trophy competition. So Malik Folk Performing Company is taking the stage once again. Ah, there's no noise. This time, it's a British-influenced dance. Some research that I did a couple of years ago, I found out about this thing called the landship, and it was then the Barbados landship, where it is clear, but here we see it here in Trinidad and Tobago, where the Malik Folk Performing Company is reminding us about this British influence. There are military motifs in this dance, and there are tribal memories that you will see as they go through their movements. So the Malik Folk Performing Company now is going to perform this British-influenced dance, Landship. From what I've seen before in this dance movement, you would see motifs of a nurse or a supervisor, a superintendent, somebody in control, somebody keeping the movements going. And one of the virtues of patriotism is aligned to classical Republican traditions. And researchers have classified it as primarily a military virtue, a military virtue. But the Republican preoccupation with education and socialization, some think might be a negative thing, but it also helps to create discipline. And so this landship is a good example of formation and discipline. So that was the Landship Malik Folk Performing Company. I don't know how British some of those moves were, but... So, given that kind of energetic performance, what else to follow but a calypso dance? The Diego Martin Footprints folk performers take the stage now to share this calypso dance move with us. Calypso dance, very energetic, full of vibrations and colorful costumery. Following, we're celebrating here heritage, but history are things that we develop and it evolves. And in years to come, what you will see coming up here now will be part of our history. This is a new edition dance crew, creative freestyle.
Crikey, the bus doesn't come for another hour. What are we gonna do? I've got it. We run our best for this performance until the next bus comes. Aye.
Have to make sure everybody's safe. Girls winding up, keep up the pace. A lot of drinks and we don't want it go to waste. Pretty colors in the air, but I got oil on my face. We got oil on my face and we come to wreck the place. Screaming. And if you're more somebody, how about it? So and so, Carnival we going so and so, uptown, downtown and so and so. Now them he's locked down we going so and so. Me tell ya and so, Carnival we going so and so, uptown, downtown and so and so. Now them he's locked down we going so and so. Wine and hush.
Naila, Ashensia, and props. Walk out from your nose, so you're hot and you're tight up in your dream. Big crown, black brown, baby, show it out. Show it out. Sweat me, get mommy, give me all I need. I can't take up on no man to see what Cali they with. He said that me have to move like a sissy daddy they.
Hold up, fellas. Do you guys really think that's the best choreography they've ever done?
It was technically sexy.
The first time I meet up with this Anna, she was standing in front of me, and her favorite song come on the speaker, and then she started to break away. She biting her lips like a piranha, dipping and walking up to me, and rolling her hips in the corner. That's how this girl back hit on me. So I feel her.
You like that, huh?
Which doctor calls a munda? Take the girl from Mr. Hunter. Say Hunter, oh the doctor, so the doctor take away his daughter. Now the girl she under pressure. Kuka.
Don't freeze.
I never freeze. Well, every time I show up, everything blow up. All of the rag and the flag them go up. Everything blow up. When we are
Wait a tick. We need to get bus tickets.
So they would have been a winner in their category, Creative Freestyle. The new edition Dance Crew. Please show your appreciation once more. So it's young boys using their energies for good. And so it's exemplary when they show that other young boys can see what is possible. Yeah. So the next item coming up would be 15 minutes long, and it's called Intermission. I invite you to partake of that, and there must be a concession, I believe, that you can get something refreshing, something to drink, something to eat, and to look around.
so
Ladies and gentlemen, intermission is now over. As you return to your seats, please be reminded that neither eating nor drinking is allowed in the auditorium. Kindly dispose of any gum or candy before returning to your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of the performance. Before we begin, we would like to remind you of the following house rules. In the event of an emergency, an announcement will be made. You will proceed immediately but calmly to the exit closest to you. Patrons seated at the lower section of the auditorium will proceed to the center exits out of the building to muster at the furthest end of the eastern car park. Patrons seated at the upper section of the auditorium will proceed through the rear exits, down the main staircases, and through the front exits at the lobby to muster at the furthest end of the eastern car park. Eating, drinking, chewing of gum or candy is not allowed in the auditorium. Smoking is not allowed in the building. Photography or other unauthorized audio and video recordings are strictly prohibited. At this time, please turn off all cell phones and other electronic devices. Thank you, and do enjoy the remainder of the performance.
So we are back as we are savoring highlights of the Best Village Folk Arts Festival. And of course, it's all in the context of celebration of National Patriotism Month. This is swastika with an East Indian influenced dance. East meets West. This dance showcases the prevalent influence of Eastern culture on the Western world. Through the ages, the culture of India has penetrated the rest of the world via religion, customs, fashion, food, music, and dance. This dance reflects the diverse styles of East Indian dance as it merges with the Western styles to create a breathtaking piece entitled Nach Hangama. Enjoy.
I've come so far from where I began. Miss the sound of the waves, the breeze on my skin. Wish that I could be back in my homeland, singing show me the road and I'll be right there. I'd do anything to feel the wind in my hair. I'd go far as it takes and I won't even care. I'll sing It's been 10 years, but I spend each day thinking, what if I hadn't gone? What if I stayed? But when so many things are calling me away, I'll sing it fills my heart like no other song can. It's the sound of the rays, the boats leave the land. Take me back to the waters of my homeland. We'll sing
I know you gonna dig this. The thing goes You don't know.
Tradition and modernity meeting, delighting us all. Did you like that? Are We People theatrical horizon follows on swastika with something that many of us like, chutney. Chutney is a combination of spicy things, Are We People tells us. So they just want you to simply enjoy this chutney song. Welcome them. This is Are We People chutney.
So before I start this song, right? This is my presentation from Are We People. And I want to see the dancers out on stage, right? Not on stage, but right where you are. Narahi se chavo manganwa uska baite nabar narahi se chavo manganwa uska baite nabar kaise ke maru najariya कैसे के मारू नजरिया उसका बैठे न पार कैसे के मारू नजरिया उसका बैठे न पार कैसे के मारू नजरिया नरही से जावो मंगनवा उसका बैठे न पार नरही से जावो मंगनवा उसका बैठे न पार कैसे 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 के मारू नजरिया हाँ कैसे के मारू नजरिया उसका बैठे न पार कैसे के मारू नजरिया. So how many dancers in front? They say चारे से चारे चरैया कैसे के बुकार चारे से चारे चरैया कैसे के बुकार कैसे अरे कैसे के मारू नजरिया हाँ कैसे के मारू नजरिया उसका बैठे न पार कैसे के मारे नजरिया नरही से जावो मगनवा उसका बैठे न पार कैसे के मारू नजरिया हाँ कैसे के मारू नजरिया उसका बैठे न पार कैसे के मारू नजरिया. चारे से चारे रजैया कैसे के बुकार चारे से चारे रजैया कैसे के बुकार कैसे कैसे के मारू नजरिया हाँ कैसे के मारू नजरिया उसका बैठे न पार कैसे के मारू नजरिया I want a little stand up. Stand up. And let me see all you. Malik. Let me hear some noise for them. जेतर की बाजे जितनिया की बाजे जेतर की बाजे जितनिया की बाजे आदि आदि रतिया हमें घर लागे आदि आदि रतिया हमें घर लागे बिकुल बाजे रे बिकुल बाजे बिकुल बाजे रे बिकुल बाजे बिकुल बाजे रे बिकुल बाजे राजा दोनों की राजा दोनों की राजा दोनों की बरिया बिकुल बाजे राजा दोनों की वाह रे दिर की बाजे दिरनिया की बाजे दिर की बाजे दिरनिया की बाजे आदि आदि रतिया हमें गद लागे आदि आदि रतिया हमें गद लागे बिकुल बाजे रे बिकुल बाजे बिकुल बाजे रे बिकुल बाजे बिकुल बाजे रे बिकुल बाजे राजा दोनों की राजा दोनों की राजा दोनों की बरिया बिकुल बाजे राजा दोनों की बरिया बिकुल बाजे राजा दोनों की बरिया बिकुल बाजे राजा दोनों की बरिया ऐसे
Are we people theatrical horizon with that spicy chutney song? What we can describe as restrained heat or quiet riots. Because we saw the little moves there, but it was just holding it back. So we're moving on now to another kind of heat from another part of the world, but all shown here and sampled right here in Trinidad and Tobago. This is an African-influenced dance being staged for us by the Soul Oasis cultural ambassadors. And I'm told it's Coromante influenced. The Soul Oasis cultural ambassadors, they're getting their drums ready and the dancers taking their places to show us what Coromante is all about. Look at the costumery, look at the shape of the headpieces and the wraps. They would give you an indication of the tropes of the tribes from which this dance is derived. They're getting ready now. I think they are ready with the Coromante themed African influenced dance.
Ina ye, ina wo, ina sana manite, ina wayo, aha. Ina ye, ina wo, ina sana manite, ina wayo. ye, ina wo, ina sana manite, ina wayo, aha. Hey!
Spirits are moving here, even as the passion of the dance is demonstrated. The Koromante, African-influenced dance, put on by the Soul Oasis Cultural Ambassadors. Coming right up, the Malik Folk Performing Company will be performing for us a calypso medley. And I know I don't have to ask you to welcome them. Well, having not seen it in the preliminaries and the other parts of the competition, I'm not quite sure what's in the medley, but I'm sure it's going to be something that I'm sure it's going to be something that you would welcome, that your ears are going to be happy. Certainly, from what I'm seeing here, the costumes of the beautiful ladies are enough to excite. The Malik Folk Performing Company, Calypso Medley. Malik Folk Performing Company with their very engaging calypso medley. Of course, it would have been a winner in its category during the Best Village competition. So we segue from Malik Folk Performing Company's calypso medley into a performance now of the Shakonia TNT Performing Arts. And this is a Spanish Latin dance. And I can see the costumes here are also very engaging. Beautiful, vibrant reds. Beautiful senoritas, and I believe that was an joropo, I believe so. So moving right on, the penultimate performance this evening, we go back to a bit of chutney again. It's a chutney dance to be performed by the Nirvana Dance Company Limited.
हमको न मारो जंगलवा 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 में अरे हमको न मारो जंगलवा में बोले 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 हरिनवा हमको न मारो जंगलवा में बोले 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 हरिनवा हमको न मारो जंगलवा में हमको न मारो जंगलवा 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 अरे जंगलवा ओ जंगलवा में हमको न मारो जंगलवा में बोले 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 हरिनवा हमको न मारो जंगलवा में मुही आई न जग सी राज मुही आई न जग सी राज मैं इतना सुर सी नाची आज कि घुंघरू टूट गए मुही आई न जग सी राज मैं इतना सुर सी नाची आज कि घुंघरू टूट गए कि घुंघरू टूट गए कि घुंघरू टूट गए कि घुंघरू टूट गए मुहे आई न जग सी राज मैं इतना सुर सी नाची आज कि घुंघरू टूट गए
This is a new dance, that's the problem's way. That's just our way. See, that's just our way. Bandicious, bandicious, bandicious our way. Bandicious, bandicious, bandicious our way.
Don't say no slackness, eh?
Okay, relax yourself.
Or you only get me in trouble.
Get in here.
Manali ye jai sautin sang saiya. Manali ye jai sautin sang saiya. Sautin sang saiya, sautin sang saiya. Sautin sang saiya, sautin sang saiya. Manali ye jai sautin sang saiya. Manali ye jai sautin sang saiya. Too much trouble. You feel like you come and take me down, I say plenty trouble. You look like a bacana girl, you're miserable. I can't keep up with my pace. Double trouble. Ravi B. Raja just mash up the place. दोनों सौतनिया की गोद में जिगा है. गोद में जिगा है. गोद में जिगा है. दोनों सौतनिया की गोद में जिगा है. जिगा लेके डाल चौके जीरा को काम है. मनाई लिए जाए सौतन संग सैया. मनाई लिए जाए सौतन संग सैया. 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 मनाई लिए जाए सौतन संग सैया. मनाई लिए जाए सौतन संग सैया. Don't feel you kept away, gal. Don't feel you kept away, gal. I'm coming back again. I'm coming back again. I have a master plan, gal. I have a master plan, gal. I'm coming back again. I'm coming back again.
Nirvana Dance Company Limited with a chutney dance that certainly had a good dose of mother-in-law in it. Hot. So our final performance this evening. Guess who's taking the stage to wrap it up? Okay, so it's not quite yet Malik's time. The Soloists Cultural Ambassadors have stepped forward now to take their rightful places. They should have been there early in the program, and they're going to be delivering a folk medley. Well, as they get ready, I'm sure you want to urge them on, because the fact of their being here this evening means that they would have won in their category. so that they would have performed excellently. Johnny on the Charlotte Boulevard. I'm being instructed.
I have the sweetest mangoes. I have the best coconut.
Wake up, Johnny. Come, let me go. We ready for show.
Mangoes for sale. Coconuts.
Yeah, my boy. Johnny Goto was a fisherman's son. Yeah, my boy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hot fire, hot fire, yes, sir, boys. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir, yeah. Yes, Lord, hot Lord, Lord, hot Lord. Mangoes, mangoes, mangoes. Mangoes, mangoes, mangoes. I want a penny to buy. Oh Lord, give me a penny to buy. Okay. Mangoes, fair mango, Toulouse mango, Sage mango, cherry mango, rose mango, calabash mango, 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 mangoes.
A lady tell me the other day,
What she said?
no one can take a sweet man away.
Give me the call, give me the call.
I told her I'm full of mystery. With some coconut powder and some rice curry. You could cook it in a pot, it is very hot. Because of that, I make it strong like a lion.
Hot, hot, iron lion. Which one will you choose, Johnny? Who have you amused, Johnny? Johnny Goto was a fisherman's son. Yeah, 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 my boy. 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 Johnny Goto was a fisherman's son. Yeah, 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 my boy. Yeah, my boy. Yeah, my boy. Yeah, my boy. Yeah, my boy.
Every time I sleep, you waken me with the coconuts and mangoes. You're saying all day. But
what?
how about a little kiss from you to me? Because that little bit of food you have can't satisfy me. Come give me a kiss now, Duru.
A kiss, just a kiss to do.
Just a kiss.
Just a kiss.
Just give me a kiss.
Just a kiss to do. Wake up, Johnny.
I wake up now.
A kiss, just a kiss to do.
Just a kiss.
Just a kiss.
Just give me a kiss.
Just a kiss to do. Wake up, Johnny.
I wake up.
Come, let me go.
Girl, come, let me go.
Johnny Goto was a fisherman's son. Yeah, yeah, my boy.
Aww.
I's a boss.
worth waiting for, won't you say? Yes. Folk medley, Johnny on the Charlotte Boulevard and other things by Soul Oasis Cultural Ambassadors, winners in their category in the Prime Minister's Best Village Trophy competition. And now, soca dance. Malik Folk Performing Company to wrap up this evening's show. So Johnny might be meeting Jenny here now.
Everybody know every time we touch down it's everybody know every time we touch down it's mash it up, fine, fine, fine. Every man put your hand up, every girl start whining. Mash it up, fine, 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 fine. Every girl just start to wine for a man, no look back at him. Wine for a man, no look back at y'all. Just wine for a man, no look back at him. Everybody know every time we touch down. Wine for a man, no look back at him. Wine for a man, no look back at him. Just wine for a man, no look back at him. Everybody know every time we touch down. Oh, we don't have no behavior. Total disorder. Don't cross the border. Don't cross the border. Attender, hurry up with my order. Oh, if the whole place gets turned over, can't play my secret powder. Everybody know every time we touch down. Splinters, that's my show. Fine, 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 yo, hard and pull up. Mash it, fine, fine, fine. Every man put your hand up, every girl start whining. Splinters, that's my show. Fine, 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 yo, hard and pull up. Mash it, fine, fine, fine. Every man put your hand up, every girl start whining.
Cause I feel like I never want this party to end, party to end, yeah, till the daylight, and then we do it over again, again.
Tippy tip Panina, so push that back on me now. And I'm causing a scene. What I mean is wild out. Girl, just show me what you about. Bend it back, right out. Hands up, bumpers down. Touchdown. Hands go up, then the bumpers drop down. So the girl want rama. She don't want a soft thing, she just wanted the drama. Nothing serious, she don't want drama. Say bend up your waist like a inverted comma. Yeah, oh mama, yeah.
Lock it down, put it in a bracket, the bump on it, yeah. When you are moving, you're pressing the bump on it, yeah. Move it, wind it, turn it around, on it, ground. Brace and wind, tick tock and go down. Jiggle to make everybody see. Let me go. Mash up this Savannah stage and mash up this Savannah stage and mash up this Savannah stage and mash up some and don't stay. Put your hands up, jump up, put your hands up, put your hands up, jump up, put your hands up. Jump it up, 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 jump This is the kingdom. Wine and fling it up. Wine and fling it up. Fling it up. Wine and fling it up. Wine and fling it up. Every green and egg. Fling it up. Wine and fling it up. Every road is a stage. Fling it up. Wine and fling it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wine and fling it up. Wine and fling it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wine and fling it up. Wine and fling it up. Why, yeah, yeah, yo. Fling it up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Fling it up. Why, yeah, 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 yo. Fling it up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wine and fling it up. Fling it up. Kingdom. Get ready. Kingdom. Get ready. Kingdom. Get ready. Who ready? Get ready.
So that was the Malik Folk Performing Company with their soca dance. And I take it that you had a rollicking time this evening. Just to be sure, whilst I kept saying winners, winners, all of the performers here were excellent on the stage. However, they would have been one of the top 4. When the results are given out, this is coming up on the 26th, then we would know who the top winners are in each category. But just to let you know that tomorrow, we hope to see you back here again. It's La Reine Rivée, Self-Expression and Talent. 15 young women will be vying in those categories of self-expression and talent in that part of the Queen competition. And there would be 3 other performers filling out that show. And then on Sunday, the 19th of August, folk presentations, concert, dance, and music. I want to tell you, too, that the craft market that you may have enjoyed this evening will reopen from August 24th to 26th. So you have the chance to bring your friends and family and see what beautiful things there may be there for you to buy and things that you can wear and taste and so on. The craft market reopens August 24th to 26th. So after La Reine Rivée and then folk presentations concert, from Monday 20th to Thursday 23rd, folk theatre and literature presentations. Friday 24th, folk presentations concert. Saturday 25th, folk dance and dramology. And then the culmination on Sunday 26th of August, Le Grands Affaires. That will be the finals of the Queen competitions, and the results will be known then. So, on behalf of the crew and others of the Ministry of Community Development, Culture and the Arts, I wish you a pleasant evening and a safe journey home. Bye.